Dear viewers, welcome back to another episode of this silly little series. Today I have 3 more games to show to you, some of which, I hope, you may find you wish to try for yourself. So, without further delay, let us once more return to the magical world of Equestria. This list is off to a good start, with the charming point-and-click adventure game Explore Ponyville. Now straight off the bat, this game may have just taken the cake. It is a really chill game to play, with activities and mini-games involving each of the main 6. The art is show accurate, which I say is high praise. The game probably won't take you much more than 20 minutes, but I'd recommend it if you're looking for a nice, relaxing pony game. It has to be said that some of the visual gags are pretty darn good, and some of them are even pushing the boundaries for MLP, such as Spike spying on Rarity as she shaves, or Rarity commenting on you looking at her rump.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Now that I think about it, I'm starting to wonder if one of the developers might have been rather fond of Rarity. I shall leave some of the other jokes and games for you to discover yourself, as they add a lot to the charm of the game. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
Yay!
The second game is called Pony Racing, and like so many games I've reviewed thus far, the name explains it all. The game is a platformer with linear levels with time limits, though it's unlikely the time limits will ever cause you any trouble. There is a level for each of the main 6, and there are many apples to collect to increase your score. Mine was 525 if you want to try and best it. This game is a fairly standard platformer and is very forgiving with frequent unmarked checkpoints. What would otherwise be a fairly monotonous gameplay is broken up with Fluttershy's level, which is by far the hardest, and Dashes, which is one long freefall where you must try and collect as many apples as possible, all the while avoiding the dreaded rotten apples. All in all, I don't have much to say about this game. It accomplishes what it set out to do, but doesn't really distinguish itself from the other platformers I've showcased so far. The final game I'll review for this episode is Adventure Ponies 2. It is often said that the sequel is never quite as good as the original, but every now and again a sequel is able to improve upon every aspect of its predecessor. Examples are scarce, but Shrek 2, Portal 2, and the Second World War are widely agreed to fit this fold. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to inform you that Adventure Ponies 2 clearly falls within this category. We have 6 new characters this time around, again 2 being Pegasi, 2 being unicorns, and 2 Earth ponies. Out of the 3 races, the Pegasi, without a doubt, are the most fun to play, as they can quickly speed through most of the levels. The levels are rather different, now featuring moving platforms, falling platforms, and switches you must use to progress. There are even portals which teleport you to a bonus challenge rooms. The bosses were perhaps the highlight of the last game, and in this sequel, they are better than ever. Most of the boss fights have unique gimmicks, making them stand out much more than the bosses in the original. The hardest boss, in my humble opinion, would have to be Trixie. But what else would you expect from such a great and powerful pony? Yet I must say, that if everybody had known that Sombra was this weak, then they needn't have bothered to get the Crystal Heart in the first place. Thank you for watching the latest installment in this series. As always, links to all the games will be in the description. Farewell, fellow Philly enthusiasts.